Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for another video. And today I'm going to be doing a show breakdown. So I'm going to be talking to you about one of my favorite performers. I'm going to be showing you them performing live. And then after I've done that, I'm going to be talking to you about what we can kind of learn from watching them perform. And today I'm going to be talking about Nemed Phoenix. Now, if you don't know, Nemed is one of, in my opinion, the best magicians in the world. He can literally do everything. I have gigged with this man so many times and he always gets just insane reactions. He does close-up, he does stage, he does cabaret, he does kid shows, he does balloon modeling, he does pickpocketing, he does illusion shows, he does everything. There is nothing this guy can't do. And more importantly, he is absolutely, completely and totally hyper aware of his own performing character. He plays this very kind of grouchy, grumpy style character on stage, somebody who kind of like the Jack D of magic, I think is one of the best ways to describe him. And it comes across as just hilarious. Sarcasm is Nemed Phoenix's superpower. And because he's so aware of his own character, he's also aware of the sort of routines and tricks that would fit within his character. Now, I've seen Nemed perform so many times and he's got so much material. The live performance that you're about to see is part of a show that I put on earlier this year that Nemed's been on the bill for every single year since we've been running it. And every year he comes back with a completely different show. This year, he came back with another 20-odd minutes. And again, it was completely different. And it's a perfect example of why Nemed Phoenix is such a pro. So we're going to have a look at the performance first of all, live in its entirety. And then after looking at the performance, I'll talk about what you have seen and why it's so good.
Folks, for the few of you that don't know me, my name really is Nemed Phoenix. That's not a stage name, it's just what happens when hippies have children. So, it's that time of year again. Just got through giving the taxman basically my entire bank account. Thought that was my lowest point of the year, and then I find out on Facebook that I'm doing this show again. It's not that I mind doing it, but between everyone else, my whole act is gone. Matt's stolen all the illusions and the mind reading. Sean, I didn't know what he was going to do apart from look like the master from Doctor Who, but that was that. Ryland does all my Rubik's Cube stuff, plus whatever the hell he wants because he can afford to buy it. He's more famous than all of us. And that doesn't leave me with much, so I've been racking my brains what to do for you this time round, especially as lots of mind readings already happening. And I thought, well, I've got two things for you. I've got two unique selling points for my act. The only genre really left for me to cover was stupid shit. So I'll be doing the stupid shit section of the show. And also I'm going to give you what every single person that I have ever met watching a magic show really, truly wants. I'm going to make it short. I don't have the money for Ryland level props, so we're going to start with two basic objects. This brown paper bag and its contents. I'm going to give you a small but subtle clue on the contents. Any guesses? Oh, you're good. One bottle of Corona. Place this in the bag and do the amazing mystery of the vanishing Corona bottle. I need your help for the first part. I can't see most of you, but I want every single person in the room to be doing it. I want you to take your right hands, left-handed if you're left-handed, and each of you give me, when I give you a countdown of 3, your best, sweeping, dramatic, over-the-top, stunningly camp, magical gesture. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Nice. And just like that, the bottle has disappeared. It takes all of you doing that to make it disappear. It just takes one finger click from me to bring it back. Tough crowd, okay. We'll do it again. Yeah, one more time. Everybody, I can see you a bit better now, the lights are up, so I'm going to be judging your camp arm swishes. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. Just like that. Gone again. No, really. I'll prove it, hang on. See? I'm back! You know, the basic problem with this trick, actually, now I think about it, is that it is stupid. Not for the reason that you're thinking, but for a very simple reason that if I actually had magical powers, I wouldn't be making a bottle disappear, especially not a Corona bottle. I would do something a little bit more useful. Like that. And just in case anyone has any suspicions, so you look like a beer drinker. What's your name?
Wayne.
Wayne, come and check that for me. Is that a real bottle of Corona? Give it a try. Taste it. Is that real? Yes. Give it a key like that. Tastes like piss. Let's be honest, I just made beer appear. I've solved magic, there's nothing else to be done, I might as well go, yeah? I do have time to kill though, I suppose, so I'll do a couple more things. I'm going to pick someone out of the audience for this next trick. I need a man for this one. I'm going to go a little bit random. I'm going to toss something out to a table and try and get someone picked. Yeah, I'll just I can't really see very clearly, but I'll just toss something out. Here we go. I'll aim for the middle table here. So if it lands on a woman, just pick her up and then pass it on to a man for me, and to a man for me. Are you ready, table? Hold your drinks. Hold your drinks there. Ready? 1, 2. So I'm not actually going to do that. That would be stupid. I'll go underhand. Can the nearest man pick that up for me? And if you did have a small heart attack with that sponge hammer flying towards your face, please bear in mind that might be a mean prank for you, but I paid £80 for that, so who really got What's your name, sir?
Lewis.
Lewis, I have here, in my case, 2 identical packs of playing cards. Shut up. It's a perspective thing. This one's... Hang on. 2 identical packs of playing cards. You guys are just not drinking enough. Lewis, clearly there's a big one and a small one. They're totally free choice, Lewis. Which one would you like, the big one or the small one? The big manly one or the ordinary plain boring one?
The big one.
Big one, that's an excellent choice. I'm going to run this down to you, Lewis. There you go, I'll slide that over the table for you. I'd like you to open those up and just take one out for yourself. It could be totally at random, or you can take one out that you like and then just get the rest back into the box for me. I'll take these ones. When you're doing that, I'll do this stuff. Don't know why. Close time. Lewis, don't take too long about this. Actually, you do. I've only got 3 tricks. So I don't know how long I've gone for. Have you selected yourself a card?
Yeah.
Don't show me that card, Lewis. But show it to everybody else around the room. And the cameras. And the monitors. Okay, excellent. Pull that against your chest, Lewis. What I'm going to get you to do is stand up for me. Hold the card in one hand, take the pack of cards and the hammer in the other. And come up on stage with me, please, Lewis. Everyone give me a big round of applause. Take your time, the applause is gone now. I'll get rid of that for you. Right. We're trying a brand new card routine right now, Lewis. Are you with me? Okay. I'd like you to take your card and place it anywhere you like. I think for you facing out, so I can't see if you put it in my hand here. So is that the back? Am I looking at the back?
Yeah, you're looking at
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'll do this. You say stop wherever you like doing. There. Lewis, I'm going to attempt to find your card. This is the big one. It's not a the best trick, I'll be honest. I'm assuming you thought I was going to do something with these, like I've seen it done with they're all the same size, but you could do this yourself, really, couldn't you? Everyone in this room could do that. Everyone back there could do it except Craig. What I'm going to do is put that there for a second. Take a look at the cards. Are they all there? All different? Have a look, scan them. Give them a check. All there, all 52, all different. Check that fast. Take one out. Anyone you like. Show it to the audience for me. That was your big one, huh? And say stop for me. Face the card. Mix these in. Let's see. Put this down again. I'll let you stand facing the audience, like you're in show business, and move a little towards me so you're in the light just here. And we are going to try something a little bit weird. I'll let you take the cards, facing like this, and place them onto your forehead. Not receding that much, but don't try and deny it that much. In a moment, I'm going to click my fingers, and you're going to go into a trance-like state. Your head will slump, your eyes will close. If it does not slump, if your eyes do not close, this is going to really drag on. Let me show you what's going to happen. I'll take the cards back for a second. I'm going to get you to do that again when you go into your trance. But when I click my fingers, after you're in your trance-like state, you will take the cards, and you will run through them like this, as fast as you can, trying to find your card. Do you have any money on you? Smart answer. Okay. You will win. I'm not entirely sure what you'll win, but you'll do something. So you'll take these against your forehead into the trance-like state. When I click again and tell you to go, you'll open your eyes, head straight up, run through the deck as fast as you can, locate your card as fast as you can. Once you find it, take it, hold it up like this, and go, I found my card. Got it? Clear? Excellent. So take the, another shuffle now, you probably saw it then. Take the cards in your right hand and put them up against your forehead. Yep. And that was your big card, right? Yeah. Lewis, you will enter a mysterious, shut up, mysterious, trance-like state on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Trance-like state, Lewis. Eyes closed, head hit. Keep your eyes closed until I tell you to open them again, and when you open them again, you will immediately pull the cards from your forehead, run through the deck as fast as you possibly can, and locate your card. Are my instructions clear, Lewis? Excellent. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Find your card, Lewis. Find it. You can click on that as you go. This is the big one, right? Yeah. That was the big one. Yeah. This one. This is the big one, though, right? I do not know how long that was going to last. Thanks very much. Not much of a trick. It's pretty stupid. They liked it, and they like you. Give them one more clap for the back to the seat. I need a woman. I need to be a bit more specific there. I need a specific kind of woman. I need a woman. Could all the women there in the first 5 tables that I can see just raise your hands up for me like this? All of them. What's your name? Catherine. That's a nice ring on your finger. Is it expensive? And/or delicate? Say no, Nemed. Excellent. Catherine, would you join me on stage? Do you want a massive round of applause, please? Catherine, thanks very much for volunteering. Can I take a look at your hands? Can I borrow that ring, do you mind? We're going to try a completely new trick that I've never tried before. Too expensive?
Oh no.
Sentimental value? Excellent, makes it much funnier. Okay, I'm going to take the ring and place it under here. Top of it. It's freezing right there. Catherine, I've wrapped it up a few times to get you a better grip. What I'd like you to do is take your thumb and forefinger of this hand and pinch just the top here. You'll get material, a little bit of a knot material there, and your ring. Make sure you've got everything from the top. You have it? You've got a good grip? Now let go. Okay, so This is the trick in theory. I tried mind reading last year, it didn't work, so we're going to go with full-on magic now. I'm going to, in a moment, get the audience to give me a table drum roll. I'm going to get another countdown, 3, 2, 1. At the end of that countdown, I will whip that handkerchief out of your hands. The ring will disappear, travel invisibly around the room 6.5 times, and land back on your finger. Would that be an amazing trick? I thought so too. Let's give it a go. Audience, table drum roll on 3, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The ring has disappeared, travelling invisibly around the room 6.5 times. I don't know why your hand is still there. That's kind of weird. And it should land back on your hand, Catherine, in 3, 2, 1. Show us the ring. Show us the ring. Shit.
Oh my god.
This is awkward. Were you here last year? Oh, you didn't see everything go wrong for me last year. I thought you were a bit trusting, to be honest. This is all. I'll be honest, Catherine, I really don't know what's happened to your ring, but I'm going to give you a consolation prize. Over here, I have my super exciting prize machine. It is the American prize machine, hence the it takes quarters or quarters. Would you stand on that side? Makes no difference, it's just sort of staging. This is a quarter. I'm going to get you to hold this. No idea what's happened to your ring, but we're going to go with this. I'm going to give you a super exciting prize from the super exciting prize machine. I'm going to give you very specific instructions now. In a moment, you're going to take that quarter, put it in there. When I say go, you're going to turn this dial to me. This is the important part. It has nothing to do with the trick, Catherine, but this is the important part. Keep turning that dial until it cannot be turned anymore. This has nothing to do with the trick. It's just if you don't, the machine will break and I will look stupid. Put the coin in there. All the way until it turns. And before you do that, so I can stop it. Is there anything in my hand?
No.
I'll place that there. Turn that dial all the way towards me, Catherine. Keep going, all the way. You've won a prize! Catherine, put your hands together for me. Hands together like this. You've won a prize. It's exciting stuff. You've won another quarter. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, on her very, very first time using the super exciting prize machine, Catherine has managed spectacularly to break even. I say, Catherine, for safety's sake, I keep the ring, you keep the coin as a souvenir. We all go home happy. Alternatively, you could have another go and gamble. Audience, what should she do?
Gamble!
People are useless to me. Take the coin, Catherine, place it in the slot. Anything in my hand?
No.
I'll catch whatever comes out then. All the way, Catherine, until it stops. All the way. You've won another prize! This one looks a little bit more familiar. Cup your hands again for me. I'm going to place this on your hand. If it's your ring, I'll let you to hold it up, face the audience, and go, oh my God, that's my ring! Right, we're almost done, thankfully. I said I should be short. I'm going to do one last quick trick with the ring, because at this point, if the show has gone better than it did last year, and it's more of a representation of my stage show, then we should, by this point in my show, have built up a rapport together. Almost a link, almost a psychic connection. I'm going to test that right now to its limit to see how much we're connected. We're going to all do one last thing together. I want you all to follow along and listen to the instructions. If it goes wrong, I guarantee you it's your fault. Take a hand, hold it up, palm towards your face. I want you to imagine your fingers are numbered 1 to 5 in either direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is up to you. I want you all to reach into the sky and pluck an invisible ring from the air and place it on any one of the 5 fingers. Have you all done that?
Yes.
Okay. Gentleman there with the corona, you've got Paige, you might as well do something. Give me a number, please. 3. I want everybody, you've all placed a ring, an imaginary ring on one finger. In a moment, you're going to move that ring 3 places. You can go in either direction, but you must only move one finger at a time. So 1, 2, and then back, but never skipping a finger. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Excellent. You said 3, so can everybody move their ring 3 spaces? That should be enough time for that. I'm going to try and get a sense of the majority of the audience right now. I'm going to have a little... I'm not getting anything just yet. I want you all to do one more thing. You numbered your fingers at the beginning, 1 to 5. You now have a ring on one particular finger. Whatever number that finger represents, I want you to move your ring that many spaces. So if you're on finger number 4, you move 4. If you're on finger number 1, you move 1. I know it's getting complicated, but they definitely water the beer down here, so you'll be fine. I think that's enough time for you all. I'm going to try one more time to get a sense of what's going on here. That's weird. I don't think anybody in the room has a ring on the pinky finger or the thumb. I'm fairly confident that. So everyone put your pinky finger and your thumb down together like that. Put all 3 fingers up. We'll pick someone over on this table here, the gentleman there. Give me another number. 3. One more time, everybody. Move 3 spaces. That should be enough time. I'm going to try and get another sense here. Okay. I want everybody should be now on one thing. I want you to drop the other fingers that you're not on. Extend your hands up. And hopefully, we have a perfect... Fine. I know when I'm not wanted. Good night.
So first of all, if you look at that performance, the first thing that you learn is just how he connects with an audience from the very first second that he comes out. You know, you get Nemed's character from the very first second. He's very, very funny. He's very, very dry, and that comes across from the second he walks out on stage. And because of that, people then immediately buy into his character, and they understand when he then starts presenting in that same style, exactly the kind of the journey that he's taking them on. Now, the first routine you saw was Refilled by Henry Harrius, which is a great trick. Now, you don't see many people doing Refilled. A lot of people have bought it, but not many people do it. But it is a great trick. It really is. And it's one of those style of routines that really kind of packs a punch. People don't expect what they're going to see. But... once again, Nemed has made it his own. And that's kind of if you can learn anything from watching Nemed Phoenix, it's about making the trick your own. You don't have to go out and create a brand new trick specifically for your show. But if you're going to get something from a dealer and you're going to get a standard dealer item, make it your own and make it unique to you. You know, the jokes that he told at the beginning, making the bottle disappear, making it come back, it all led up to this really cool moment where you've got this moment where the beer appears and you have somebody drink it and it's a real beer. Just a great routine, a great choice of an opener. I've used a Vanishing Bottle for years as an opener because it's quick, it's visual, it allows you to connect to an audience, and Refilled goes and does that exact same thing. Now, the other thing I want you to pay attention to when watching Nemed perform is his transitions. Now, I've talked on this channel before about transitions. How do you go from here to here? How do you link from point A to point B? Rather than just saying, thank you, and then moving on to something completely and totally different. What do you kind of do in that situation? And you'll notice that Nemed's performance style is very conversational. He's almost like he's having a chat with the audience. I love that line that he used where he said, hey, I've made beer appear, I've sold magic, that's it, end of, go home. Very, very good, very, very dry, but also a great way to transition into the next performance piece. The next thing that he did was the card on forehead routine, which was obviously inspired by Michael Finney. You don't see anybody doing card on forehead on stage. I don't think, honestly, outside of Nemed and Michael Finney, I don't think I've seen anybody do card on forehead on stage. And honestly, I think this is one of my favourite things that I see Nemed perform. I love card on forehead. I spoke to somebody the other day, and they said, hey, you can't do card tricks on stage. And I said, yes, you can. You can do card tricks on stage. The closer to my cabaret show is a card trick that I do on stage. You absolutely can. And this guy was like, no, it's impossible to do card tricks on stage. I disagree. This is a perfect example of how you can do card tricks on stage. The structure and the routine behind this is great. Now, obviously, there's a lot of Michael Finney in here. Michael Finney is an absolute comedy genius. But honestly, Nemed has once again made it his own. There's little touches, there's little moves, there's little routines, there's little ideas in there that makes it very Nemed Phoenix. I am inspired to learn the card on forehead after watching this. It's a routine that I've always liked. I've never bothered learning. I've never bothered doing. I think one of the reasons it works so well for Nemed is he's got a lot of forehead to stick it on, which I do as well. But it's just a solid commercial routine. And a lot of people ask on this channel, how do I transition from doing close-up magic to doing stage magic? And I say, well, in all honesty, one of the things that you should do is you should think about what you do close up and then see if you can transition it onto a stage environment. And this is a perfect example. Card on forehead would work in a close-up environment, absolutely. But it's the sort of thing that you can work in a close-up situation and then put on stage, and you're going to feel more comfortable about it. The other thing with that in mind is you notice that a lot of the stuff that Nemed's doing here, it doesn't require big props. Like you look at Refill, it's just a bottle and a bag. You look at this, and it's just a deck of cards and a jumbo card. You look at the finale that he did, and it's just his hands. There's no props at all. The only routine that required a big prop was the ringing gumball machine, which is the next routine. So it's worth talking about that. Again, you don't see many people doing the ringing gumball machine. And I love the ringing. I love object to impossible location. Doesn't matter what it is. For many years, I did ringing gumball machine, and then I ended up putting the ring somewhere else and somewhere else and somewhere else. Currently, in my show, I do the Impossible Box 2.0 by Cody Fisher, where the ring goes into a ball of wool in a sealed see-through box in a tin inside the ball of wool. It goes. It's really cool. But there's something to be said about the ring and gumball machine, because it looks like just an everyday object that you've got on stage with you. It's kind of like an EDC without being an EDC. It's not like you're going to be walking around carrying a gumball machine around with you. But you absolutely, when I bring out that Impossible Box, it's like nothing anybody has ever seen before. You see a gumball machine on stage, you immediately know what that gumball machine is. You know what it's designed to do. And I love the fact that he didn't have it come out on the first gumball. I love the fact that he said, hey, you've won a coin. Do you want to gamble again? And it's getting that audience interaction going. It's kind of like, hey, what do you think you should do? Should she gamble? What do you think? And look for those moments. Go back and watch Nemed's performance again and look at all of the different times that he got the audience involved and interacting with his performance. A lot of the time when people think about audience interaction, they think about people coming up on stage. And for sure, that's a big part of it. Nemed had a couple of people come up on stage during the course of his act. But a lot of it as well is how you can get the entire audience to interact with you. And this was a great example of how you can do that. You can get the audience interacting with you just by asking questions, just by getting their opinion on something that's happened. But yeah, ringing gumball machine, very, very strong. If you're watching this and you've never done an object to impossible location on stage, seriously, you should do it. I mean, there's a load of really wonderful impossible object style routines, but this one is great. I also love that, the vanish was very, very strong. Sometimes I see people doing routines like this and they just vanish it with a finger palm and then that's it. I think the vanish of the object needs to be really strong. Having spoken to Nemed, he uses an Any Ring handkerchief by Richard Sanders, which is great. The spectator can be holding their own ring and then you can just vanish it at any point you want to. It allows you to be in a situation where you've loaded the ring into where you need to load into it, but they still think they're holding on to it. That's the best scenario to have. A lot of the time when I'm doing a ring to impossible location, I'll use a Sans Minds vanishing ring box, which achieves the same sort of thing, really, to be honest. But it's a lot more expensive. But yeah, object to impossible location, great. Ringing gumball machine, absolutely fantastic. And then he transitions to the finale. Now, I've never seen Nemed finish an act like this before, but honestly, this is very Nemed. This is so Nemed. Now, this is a Woody Aragon routine. It was in one of his books. And I remember Nemed telling me about this. I'd read Woody's books back to front, inside, upside down, back to front, but I'd never seen this routine. I must have skipped over it. And Nemed told me about it, and I was like, that sounds really good. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to close with it. I'm like, what? You're going to close with that routine? That does not sound like a good routine to close to. Oh, no, people will love it. It's going to be great. I'm going to close to it. And having watched how the act ran, it's great. Now, the general consensus of opinion when you're performing is that the finale has to be big and it has to be bold and it has to be like grandiose and you bring it full circle to something that happened at the beginning. And I know Nemed has got acts where he does that, but in this situation, this was so super simple and just very, 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 very low key, but at the same time, a lot of audience interaction. I mean, what better finale can you think of than getting every single person in the audience involved with you? And listen to the reaction from the audience. Listen to the laugh that he had when his back was turned to the audience and everyone's like that. Every single person. You couldn't see the audience, but everybody in the audience is doing this. And they're all laughing because they're looking around and they can see that everyone's in this situation. And then he turns around and he's got this. And he just looks at them and he goes, well, okay, I can take a message. I'm not wanted. Thanks a lot. Bye. Such a strange way to end the show, but really did work. And honestly, having spoken to people at the end of that show, a lot of people's highlight on that event was Nemed. And a lot of people talked about that trick. You know, we talk about an everyday carry. This Woody Aragon trick is an everyday carry. You can do it on stage to hundreds of people. You can do it close up. You can do it to a table of 10 people and get them all to follow along with you. And it's a very funny, interactive trick and a really interesting choice of a way to close the show. So there you go. 25 minutes of Nemed Phoenix. You're welcome. I hope I've brightened up your day. Look, I'll said it again many times on this channel. I've said that Nemed is one of the best magicians in the world, and I genuinely believe that. I have been to events with him, both in close-up and on stage, where I have just struggled to keep up with him. And people are coming up to him afterwards going, oh, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. He is just the best kept secret in magic. He really is. He's very, very good at what he does. Everything he does to perfection. And what I'd like you guys to do is go back and watch that performance again, because honestly, just watching Nemed perform on stage is a masterclass on how to connect with an audience and how to perform in character whilst at the same time doing strong magic that people are really going to buy into. So there you go. That is Nemed Phoenix live at the Rugeley Rose Theatre. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see another one of these performer kind of act breakdowns, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to do it. If you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Now, I'm going to be back again very, very soon with another video, so make sure you look out for that. And finally, please, if you want to support the channel, go check out The Netrix, www.thenetrix.com. It's my online streaming platform for magicians. You can get access to it immediately and see what all the fuss is about. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. My name's Craig, and this is Magic TV.